Now to Formula One, and the Red Bull team has sacked its boss, Christian Horner, following allegations of inappropriate behaviour. He was involved in a sexting scandal. Gab, what more can you tell me about this? Is he still with his wife, Ginger Spice?
Well, this was a bombshell decision by Red Bull to part ways with Christian Horner in the middle of the season. F1 fans are absolutely stunned by this. As you say, Christian Horner follows these allegations of inappropriate behaviour, so there had been some speculation that this could potentially be coming for some time. But he has been at the helm of Red Bull for 20 years. He has spoken about this. He says that he is shocked. He actually broke down in tears, saying that working with Red Bull has been the biggest privilege of his life, and now that decision has been formally announced. And Laurent Marquez, who was in charge of the sister team Racing Bulls, is now set to take Horner's place as the CEO.
It will be very interesting to see if the marriage survives, because those allegations that have been levelled against him, I don't think any wife would want to be hearing that. Now, let's move along to Elon Musk. He's been posting about the US Justice Department's claims that there were no Jeffrey Epstein clients, or there's no client list to be found. He posted on X, "What's the time? Oh, look, it's no one has been arrested. Oh, cock again." And he wondered why Maxwell was in prison. That's a good question. Stuff like this does not improve people's faith in government. Again, it's hard to argue with that, Gab. The Epstein list has been the top trending topic on X for a number of days. Very few people seem to be buying the conclusion that there is no list and nothing more to investigate.
Yeah, absolutely. No one is buying it. And it's difficult because Pam Bondi was the one hyping this up for months. She was going on network news programs saying that I've got the client list, just wait till you find out what we have. We're going through all the documents. So everyone was anticipating that we would be getting the Epstein files, and now we're supposed to buy that there's no client list and that this is the end of the story. Well, unfortunately, people on both sides of politics are not buying this at all, and they're demanding answers. Now, the Trump administration vowed to be one of truth and transparency, and it absolutely has been compared to the Biden administration, but this is one issue that is not going away. As for Elon Musk, he's kind of lost his credibility here because he's made so many rogue posts on X in the past. He accused Donald Trump of being on the list, then he deleted that post, and then he apologized for it. So I feel like he's just making a lot of noise right now and trying to use this as a bit of a PR stunt to try and get some support for his new political party, which is absolutely not going to work.
I think you're right there. He's been the boy who's cried wolf one too many times, and he just went and made some outlandish claims, made some silly posts, but these latest ones, I think, make a great deal of sense. How do you think the Trump administration is going to handle this? Some people are suggesting that the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, may be in trouble. She may have to fall on her knife and step down because so many people are pointing to her statements. There's pressure on Kash Patel, the FBI director. Surely they would be considering maybe we need to launch a whole new investigation and perhaps investigate the investigators.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think Pam Bondi has handled this terribly from the start. She's made so many statements that are inconsistent in the lead up to this Epstein files really not being released. The fact that she even invited conservative influencers to the White House to make this big song and dance and give them these binders that held no new information really, and treating these influencers that have been so supportive and loyal to Donald Trump kind of like fools. And then her press conference yesterday, I think she also did not sound confident. She was all over the place. Again, she didn't really have the details. She was just trying. She's on the back foot here, and we saw that Donald Trump was supporting her and saying, are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? But yes, we are, and we're going to continue talking about Jeffrey Epstein. This is not something that is going to go away.
Now, just finally, Democrat House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries has been mocked for posting an image of himself featuring some awful photoshopping. Check out this image. Look at the bench behind him. The bench is leaning on, how it's all warped. Because, Gab, it seems like this middle-aged male politician has photoshopped himself to make him look like he's thinner and fitter than he is.
What is he doing? That is one of the worst photoshopping jobs I have ever seen. And the fact it's still up there, you know, people are calling this out left, right and centre, and he's still left it on his Instagram and he's getting absolutely roasted for this. People can see that he's trying to make his waist a bit thinner. People are also pointing out that maybe he's trying to make himself appear a little bit taller. They're commenting saying there's nothing wrong with being a short king, just own it. And others are also saying, if you're lying about this, what else are you lying about? But that was a terrible photoshopping job by Hakeem Jeffries.
I'm just not comfortable with a male politician being that vain and being that bad at it. If you're going to be vain, at least, you know, be a little bit more artful about your deception. Gabriella Power, always a pleasure. Thanks for your time tonight.
Thanks, Rita.